It doesn't have to have a ton of light. You don't need grow lights or anything like that. So this is the most simple thing you can ever grow. So, all right, so all I do is I just give this a squirt before the seeds, not after. So every time I grow my sprouts, I let them sit out overnight in this cup of water. Nothing fancy, just tap water. And whenever any seeds float to the top, I just scoop them up, and you can see I actually think some of these have already started to sprout. Wow, that is fast. I think I might have left it a little bit too long. They actually have sprouted down there. Wow, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. But anyways, I generally scoop the ones off of the top that float. They're always saying, oh, get the ones off the top that float, although I don't know about that advice now because several of these have sprouted. But I just wanted to let you know that you can grow these in any container. This does not have to be a fancy process. I literally grow these in the frozen dinner containers that come like kind of like almost like a craft material, because it's just like a really good thin layer. And then I'll fill this all the way to the top, and then I dump my seeds and try to scatter them out evenly, and then I'll give it a squirt with a squirt bottle, and you'll have sprouts in probably 5 days. Do it before, it's a little bit cleaner. And then I'm going to get the seeds out that floated to the top. Just kind of scoop those out with a little scooper or my hand. Oh, look at that. I got most of them. A lot of people will grow these in jars. It's inevitable that you lose some seeds in the process, so don't worry too much about it. I mean, there's so many of them in there. You need a little bit of water to kind of dump them evenly, and so this is what I'll do. I'm not saying this is the right way. I'm just saying this is how I do it. Okay. Okay, so if you'll notice, right now they're all still in kind of a clump. So I just take this little stick here, and I'll just kind of pretend that I'm in a Zen garden, and I'll just kind of get them evened out a little bit, because what's going to happen is they're all going to start to sprout. They're going to have roots. They're going to need room, basically, is what I'm saying here. So you just don't want them on top of each other if you can help it. They will grow pretty much any conditions, but you'll get better results and you'll get more sprouts. So what also tends to happen is I don't get them all out on the first pour. Just put a tiny bit of water in the cup again. Okay. Kind of shake it about. And it's okay that this has some water that's being poured in there, because I didn't put any, remember I didn't put a lot of water in it to begin with, because I knew that some of the water was going to come from this cup. Okay, so that's pretty good. Just mix that out a little bit. Now, you just want to make sure that you put these in an area that has a little bit of light. If you're a beginner gardener, get your feet wet with this. Super fun way to grow stuff. If you're trying to teach your kids about gardening, biology, I mean, look at that. The sprout has already sprouted in like less than 24 hours. So that is pretty cool. That's why they call them sprouts, I guess, right? But these are the ones I use, the Nature Gems salad mix. And they're actually really delicious on like an omelet or in a sandwich or anything like that. Really, really interested in seeing how these do. It's December. Hopefully we can get some soon. I'll make an update video of how these do. But I've already grown these so many times that I feel confident that they'll do well.